Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning to you in the matchless name of Jesus Christ. How are you today? And welcome to Wildlife, my Jesus Christ story, family lifetime session. I'm so glad to join you this awesome day. Today is another wonderful time on family life session with Team Elesin.
Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, sir. Correct. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
How are you?
How are you today, sir?
Awesome. Awesome. I've been sitting here 30 minutes ago that I shouldn't go inside.
We're here
So
live.
I won't miss the train. Good evening, man. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
How are you?
Thank you so awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us in today's wonderful edition of Family Lifetime with Team Elesin. I'm so happy. Straight to the point. Why we are here today. Again, can you just tell our viewers who Team Elesin is?
Okay. I am Bridget and my husband is Tunde. We call ourselves Team Elesin because that's our surname, and then we work as a team. We've been married for 17 years now. We have 3 children, 2 teenagers, and a soon-to-be twin. And for us as a couple, we do life together. We love, we live, and we worship God together as a family. We have our values as lifts, which means we love, we have integrity, we're faithful, we do things together, and then we serve people. So what we do together as a couple is we are publishers of a complete family magazine. So we call ourselves the complete family. So we have the complete woman, complete man, and then recently our daughters started the complete teen. Interestingly, we didn't tell them to start. It was their idea to do something because they saw us stepping up, you know, with what my husband was doing with the complete man and I was doing with the complete woman. So they just picked up the complete teen and that was it. So basically what we try to do is...
We also have a podcast.
Yeah, we have a podcast.
A daily
podcast,
message
yes.
of encouragement to the couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do that once every day. And we will share with you the link and you can share with people. It's 10 to 15 minutes.
15 minutes max. Sometimes
just to listen to several issues that people can get blessed on, you know, as couple.
Okay. Thank you so much. Last week, we were unable to talk more about what else you do with Team Elesin. Can we start with that today? We know you have marriage mindset. Can you tell us more about what Team Elesin does again?
Okay. Basically, my husband is an engineer, and so he works, and I started personal development, and from doing my personal development programs, I got inspired to start some programs for married couples. So I have the Marriage Mindset Network, which is on Facebook. I used to record a message like every day for some time. That was like 3 years ago. I also have groups, you know, on WhatsApp where I try to help others. But between the two of us, we have a family club called Team Elesin Family Club, where we have over 230 members, mainly couples. We try to make sure that it's couples in there. So we have 2 of the groups, but the other group, we're trying to see if we can make it into a singles group. But the group for the married couples, we started that over 3 years now. And we've been having a yearly October 1 event for couples. Every October 1, this will be our 11th year that we've been doing,
Wow.
you know, the event for couples. And so what we do is we get couples, our friends, they invite their friends, and they come to a place where sometimes we invite a guest speaker, sometimes we're just the ones speaking as the Spirit leads. Because what we try to do is before the event, we take some time waiting on God and getting the topic that we know couples will want to, you know, they want to know more about. So we create a workbook, and then we teach the topic on that day. And then we bring people in. We have a friend that has been partnering with us for some time now, the play therapist, Zuriel, the play therapist. She comes and we just try to make it fun. And interestingly, we found out that some people, when you tell them to dance, they'll tell you, oh, the last time they danced was during their wedding.
Yeah.
And some of those weddings are 5 years ago.
Woo!
Yes. You know, so for us, it's a time to bond with your spouse, a time where you don't have the children there. But for some people that are just starting out, they come with their children if they are babies, because sometimes we share some very personal things that we don't think children should hear. So I think the last year we had like a crèche service where those that had children came with their children, and we had to keep them somewhere and got people to look after the children. But it's been fun. This is 11 years of doing that program, and we have so many other things that we do, and we support other programs. We have groups where we belong to, and we are support system for those groups, helping couples to do life as a team, to do life together, and to do life God's way. So we've been doing that for a long time. So for our own personal program, we've done that for 11 years. This October 1 will be 11 years, 10 years of October 1. And the first time we had it was December 26th. So it's been a journey, just living life and fulfilling purpose as a couple, you know, doing ministry, doing life together.
Thank you so much for that. I have a special gift for you tonight. Do you want to see it? Do you want to see the gift? I have a special gift for you tonight. Before we go tonight, I have a special gift. Do you want to see the gift?
Please, tell us the gift.
Do you want to see the gift?
Tell us.
Tell us at the end. Tell us at the end. Tell us to
at the end. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'll remind you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, speak today is family and finance. Over to you, sir.
So romance without finance is headache.
It's headache.
Come again, please. Come again, please. Come again.
You know what headache gives you? You know when you have chronic headache, you are uneasy, you are disturbed, you are somebody else can't come, and you feel like somebody just take your head off. I've had that kind of headache before. I don't know whether you've had that kind of headache before. So romance without understanding the place of proper finance is really a challenge. We found out by study that over three major issues that cause conflicts in homes. One is finance. The other one is, interestingly, is romance, which is intimacy. You know, the place of intimacy, sex, and all that. And the next we found is communication. You know, so we found out that is a big area that has caused challenges. And I tell people, money is paper. Money is an exchange of value. So money is not finance. A lot of couples make that mistake. You know, I was listening to, God bless her, Ibuku Aoshika, God bless her, Madame Ibuku Aoshika. She said, I was listening to her, she said that if you have money and you go to and just have money on your bed, it can't give you anything. That money can't give you anything until you exchange it for something. So you get 4 examples. If you have money and you don't go and buy food, you will die of starvation. If you have money and you don't, and you are sick, he said, she said many people are tons of dollars. Corona wiped them away. They could not save themselves. So it's not the money you should chase. Is impact. Is impact. Very important. She also said, if you have money, you can't fly, say you want to travel. You cannot just close your eyes and be in your house. It doesn't happen like that. You have to exchange, okay, value. Money really puts on the character of the person. You see, if somebody is really greedy, money will show, okay? That's why scripture says it is the love of money that is the root of all evil, not money itself. Very, very important. It is it is the love of money that is the root of all evil. Okay, now for couples, I tell people that this is critical. You must know that it is the management of money that is so critical in your home. You are not poor because you don't have money in your account. As believers, you should know that. You are not poor because you don't have money in your account. Your account statement, there are many times I show my wife, I have 500 naira in my account. Sometimes my wife shows me 300, 400, many times naira in her account. So it's not the money in your account that makes you poor, or the volume of the money in your account that makes you rich. No. As a believer, being rich or being poor is a state. It's a state. What I'm saying this is, as believers, that's what you bring into the home. That's what you bring into. If you bring a wrong perspective, you will really, really have issues in your home. Okay? And that is the problem. Very important. It is the management of the funds. So we encourage couples, live within a budget. What is a budget? A list of items before you spend, before you expend. Make sure your money has a path to flow. A good man leaves an inheritance for his children. So very important. Make sure you have investments or savings. Very important. Very super important. Okay. Jesus fed 5,000 men. And after he asked them to go and gather 12 baskets, 12 baskets. Why did he say that? He says, stop waste. That's what he was saying. So my wife and I, 4 years ago, is it 4 years or 4 years? 4 years ago, we just got an understanding. How do we stop waste? So we went to open, please listen, I want every couple to listen to me. We went to open a bank account in my wife's name. We are joint signatories. No ATM. No online banking. We said any money that we did not plan. Somebody likes the way you smile, sir. Say, come and get 2,000 naira. We give our tithe out. Somebody likes the way you open your teeth. They give you 40,000. Or we stopped waste. We started sending the money there. This was February. By May, so we were embarrassed. We were embarrassed. We were embarrassed. We were super embarrassed. So what that tells us is that there is so much waste happening. So again, we are saying have a financial vision. Where is this leading you to? So my wife and I sat down and very clearly, what do we want to be able to? What should be our net worth? Have you asked yourself that question? What is your net worth today? What is it? What is it? Very important. So I'm asking that everybody needs to think of the future. I love Matthew Ashilo, Pastor Matthew. God bless him. He said one time, if you don't think about the future, you're not permitted to live in the future. If you don't think about the future, sir, listen, your children are growing. They are 3 years old today. They will be 13 in 10 years. The school fees of 3 years old is different from the school fees of 13 years old. So you have to think, what system should I put in place? It's a family system. And I'm begging every couple, stop the solo work. Just last week, God bless the church we go to, they organized a couple's family outing, and God bless Stabisi has shared this great word. And then I will end with, there's so much to talk about finances. It's really boiling in my heart because so many couples are leaving too many things on the table. So I'll end with this. She said that, Bible says one chase 1,000.
1,000.
Two chase how many, sir? 10,000.
10,000.
So he said anytime any couple is working solo, they are leaving 9,000 on the table. They are leaving 9,000. Anytime you're working solo in your finances. So me and my wife, so what we're saying is stop this, my money is my money. Stop it. Most ladies do that. God bless my wife. Some days ago, she did some things in the house. I didn't have to ask her. So I'm saying stop it. Stop it. You are leaving so much on the table when you don't work as a team, as a family. Okay? When you don't work as a team. God bless you.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much, sir. I can see you are really, really on fire from the beginning. So I have special gift for you. This is my special gift for you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So that's the special gift I have for you. Thank you, man. Over to you, Big Mommy, our family system engineer.
Over to you.
Yeah, for me, it's very key that, okay, do you have a question or I should just flow?
You want to talk about finance?
Flow, man.
Okay.
Flow. I have your question. Just flow at the beginning.
Okay, so basically it's like my husband said, we believe in teamwork. So his money is our money, my money is our money. So there's nothing like his money is my money and my money is my money. So for us, we've done this for a long time now, where we spend our finance together. He's the one that is, because I always tell couples, in every family, there's a spender and there's a saver. So the spender wants to spend and the saver wants to save. So when you identify who the spender is and who the saver is, learn to give the money. At the end of the day, learn to give the money to the person that saves, so that the person can help you manage. And then who is a better financial person? Let the person be in charge. For some men, they don't even know how to manage their finance. So when they want to say, oh, I'm the head, they end up, reducing their family to a place where they have no money, because they end up spending, they can't manage the finance well. So what we did, my husband, I call him the spreadsheet guy because he is good with spreadsheets, He will tell you, I have my 10 years plan. This is what I have planned. This is how far. I live by the day, sufficient unto, unto the days, the evil thereof. I live by each day. But then I know how to plan. I know how to set goals. But I'm not like the type that will say, oh, keep this money, do this and that. Yes, I can plan and put everything. But when I saw the way my husband was going, and knowing that I spend and he plans and he saves, I had to get, to the point where I got financial education. So I started following some coaches. I started learning from some coaches. So far, I have learned from a couple of people, those that are international, those that are local within Nigeria, but global in their outlook. So I've been able to learn. And then we started studying, cash flow quadrant, what's his name? Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. We started reading to get knowledge, to help ourselves. And we decided to adopt, the budgeting plan how you budget, how you spend your money, and then how you save. It's critical that as a couple you spend, first of all, you make the money. And we tell people you can't live on just one stream of income. Yeah. And COVID has shown us that. You can't live on one stream of income. If we go by the Bible, if you read about the story of creation, talking about the Garden of Eden, there were 4 rivers, watering the garden. So we always advocate at least have 4 sources of income that will water your family, at least 4 sources of income. And then we sat down. What are the things that can generate income for us? My husband works, so the salary he gets is one source of income for us. I used to manage a hall before COVID came. You understand? So that is another source of income. And then being a speaker, being a writer and everything, those are other sources of income. And then we train together. We are trainers. Those are sources of income. So we had to sit down to list the things we could do together to say, okay, this is it. And then talk about investment. Can you invest? Can you put your money, instead of just living in the savings account, can you put in the fixed deposit where the bank now pays you for fixing your money? And then can you invest in other people's business and become like an angel investor that will give you money? But you need to do your due diligence, because people can say, oh, we have this and that, and you don't do contract because they are related to you. You don't do things because they're your friends. At the end of the day, you will get into trouble. So we always say, do a contract, do something. But what are we saying? Have streams of income, have sources of income, that it will not just be one source of income. We are not advocates for women saying, oh, we are sit at home. I'm a domestic goddess and I'm proudly a domestic goddess. I've been a stay-at-home mom, and I didn't like the fact that you say, oh, she's a housewife. I can write it on paper, because anytime I write domestic goddess on my forms, they'll say, what does this mean? What is it? What, so I'll just, to avoid talk, I'll say housewife. AKA housewife. So I'm a domestic goddess, yes, AKA housewife, But even as a domestic goddess, I don't sit down and do nothing. I make things happen, So I tell people, you have gifts. What are the gifts? What can you do from home? What are the things you can do and earn money even from home? I've seen people with businesses, and with this online thing, you can sell from anywhere and make money. And when you start making the money, agree together, have a budget. And what we try to do, which I learned from one of my coaches, Tosin Praise for Wawa, and I also learned from one of the other coaches I follow, Adriolu Akinyemi, was, have your expense jar, have the things that you spend money for, have the things that at the end of the day, you tell yourself, okay, these are, you budget your money according to your daily spendings, you have monthly spendings, you have yearly spendings, you have things that you spend. House rent, for those of us in Nigeria, is every year or 2 years, depending on how it is. For some people in other countries, it's monthly. So you have those monthly expenses written out. Then you have your daily income, the money you need, to sustain your home every day. In Nigeria, we know the power supply is poor. So you need to buy diesel, you need to buy fuel or whatever you use to power your generator. So those are like daily spendings or every 2 days. So we budget according to that. And then we budget for personal development. We have budget for, going to get a coach, going to learn, having a coach, going for seminars and things like that. Even getting certified. We've been certified by different coaches for marriage, mentoring. We've done a lot of certification, and we have budgets for it. And then we have budgets for enjoyment.
Are you hearing my wife? She's confessing.
I am big on that. So you must budget.
And a year, we are going to court very soon.
You have budget that you will spend to at least once a month. You have an outing, at least once a month. You go out, probably you don't need to cook for that day. Go somewhere, just enjoy yourself. And then every year, if it's once a year, you can take a vacation. And it's not compulsory you travel out. It's not compulsory you travel out. You can stay within, but change your environment, because what this will help, what this does for you is it helps your life. When you travel is education on its own. And when you go out, you change environment, you learn new things. It helps your creativity. It also helps you relax. So we always tell people, have your budgets, you know, for vacation. And if you can afford to travel out, please stay within. You can go to a resort or to anywhere, right? You can even go to a friend's place in another neighborhood and say, oh, I'm coming over. We're coming to spend some time. And they will let you come if they are good friends or they are your relatives, and you have some time to bond and change the environment. So it's not compulsory you do vacation where you pay so much or you go and borrow money to spend, and then you come back after the vacation, you can't pay school fees. We do not. We tell you, leave your level per time. Don't overspend. Don't go to schools that you can't afford to pay the school fees, and then you just go because the Joneses are there, you want to go. Don't, you know, buy things you buy on credit and you can't afford to pay. Because we don't want all of that. So that you live a life and you live your level per time. Whatever you have, keep dreaming. We believe in dreaming together. Keep dreaming, have goals. We have a vision board where we write all the things we're believing God for. We have our bucket list. Oh, we will do this, we will do that. We have all of that. And we'll keep praying and we'll save towards it. So it's not automatic that, oh, I have this money, I must travel abroad. We've taken trips before to Ghana to say, okay, we're going on a vacation. Let's go to Ghana. It's still cheaper than going to maybe London or going to America. So you help yourself. And we've gone before to Akure as vacation spots. You know?
Very nice.
We've gone there before to say, let's go to Akure. Within Lagos, we've gone to some resorts here. And you just go, you spend some time. So what we tell people is, please understand that if you manage your finance together, you will do better. And if both of you are spenders, please go and learn. Financial education is vital. Financial management is vital. I am the spender in my home. My husband is the saver. And what I tell savers is, remember to enjoy. Because sometimes they don't remember. They just want to save, save, save. And then you are just looking at yourself, suffering. I'm working so hard and I can't enjoy my money. No. And then for you as the spender, remember to save, because your bank account is your best friend in the times of need. It is what you put in times of, yes, in times of financial need. Even if you meet anybody, come and help me, they will ask you, how much do you have? I can't fund your dream. Now I have my own dream. So you have a dream and you are telling me I need to spend 100,000, and I ask you how much you have and you tell me nothing. You are unserious. It's not just being a dreamer. How much do you have? You want to fund your dream, tell me, oh, I have 10,000. I have saved 20,000. It makes it easy for me because I have a dream as well. Who is funding my dream? So don't come with me and say, this is on paper. There are times people you'll be lucky, and because you've invested in them in some way, they will fund everything. But it doesn't happen like that all the time. And with this season that we're in, people don't want to hear that. How much of your money are you ready to put towards your dream? What are you ready to put on the table? So when you have something saved, you are better able to get help at the end of the day.
In addition to what my wife has said, hey, I want to add one. I want to just add something, because it was an understanding we got some years ago. You need, so you know, 2 Corinthians, Paul was saying that God gives seed to the sower and bread to the eater. You need both in the family. You need somebody that's somebody that is sowing so that you can eat tomorrow. You also need somebody that is eating bread. You need to eat.
Both need to eat to have life.
You need to sow. Both of you need to eat bread today so that you can have energy
to sow. Yeah.
Both of you need to be able to sow so that you can have bread to eat tomorrow. So I repeat, please. Thanks for that correction. Both of you need bread to eat today to have energy to sow. So don't say, we must save. If you save everything, and then you go to heaven, you've wasted your life. I mean, not that you wasted your life, but you've not enjoyed. Yeah, there's a delta there. If you eat everything today and you don't sow tomorrow, you won't have bread to eat tomorrow. So the family needs both the seed sower and the bread eater. Your family, every family, you need to balance that. I used to be, oh, please, oh, let's just keep money aside. Let's keep money aside. My wife had to balance my head. I said, today, stop that. Stop that. Okay? Let's plan for the future, but let's also be
Eat and be alive for the future.
Be alive for the future.
Eat
So
and be alive
we
for
want
the
to
future.
encourage every couple.
Awesome.
Oh, thank you, sir.
No, continue. I'm
No, what I
enjoying it.
was
I want
saying
to give
that
you beats.
what
I want to give you beats.
we want to encourage
I want to
every
give you
couple.
beats.
We want to encourage every couple. Start small.
Yeah.
Think about it. Your family is like a country. It's like a country. Your family is like a country. Okay? You can maximize what God is giving you and grow that resource. Why people complain about Nigeria that we are just importers. We don't do any export. Same thing as a family, your finances. You must be a blessing. There must be output to the world. You must be doing something to bless the world. I don't believe that you are just there for occupying space. Roommates. I keep telling people, you are too small to be the reason God made you. Your family is too small the reason, sir, that God thought about only you. No, it can't be. There is a reason why God made you that is bigger than you. It's bigger. So I'm begging every couple, okay, take this financial thing we're talking about and make sure you are a conduit for blessing. Yeah. The world is still looking for impact. We're complaining about things in Nigeria. God is going to send me and you. It's really, is that couple. I'm asking you, please, this is the best time to be an impact. And you don't have to go far. Just look around this. I want to beg, just think about it. Look for 4 couples and say, how can we do it together? How can we encourage them, okay, to set up a family business? And all you need to do is ask them, what do you guys know how to do a skill? Some people are great accountants. They're great teachers. Like my wife, she's a great writer. I mean, we're saying, create legacy together. And then use the funds you have to create that legacy. Be purposeful, intentional about it. Okay? And that's our encouragement today.
Awesome. Awesome. You know why I'm just shaking my head? I don't know. I thought we just started now and 32 minutes is already gone. 32 minutes.
Time flies when you're having
fun. And I have a magic that I want to perform. And I still have questions, but I'll perform the magic.
Okay. You have a magazine. That's beautiful. You have it.
You know how I got the magic? It's a magical. I conjure it from heaven. You see. So I'm reading Festive Spending by Oluwatosin Praise Poet.
Yes.
Settle this in your mind. Save, invest, avoid buying on credit. A lot of robust things. So if you've not gotten your copy, we need to get this copy. We need to put this in everyone's home, every home.
We have another one.
We have like three editions.
We have 2 more editions after this.
Yeah. That was the first edition.
Okay, no. I will conjure it. I'll conjure that one, but don't worry. I'll conjure that one after the other. But you show me because you didn't allow me to perform the magic. So you be the one to show us, because if you allow me to perform the magic now, I will generate it. Thank you so much for that beautiful lessons on family and finance. You were talking about something, vision board. Now, you're talking about something, expense jar. You're talking about something, set up family business.
Yeah.
Now, what advice do you have for couple that just say, guy, my wife just put to bed. My wife just get back now and we need money to pay. What advice do you have for such couple?
I'm very hard. First of all, thank you, Ini Josiah. Thank you for joining. Yes, you have your copy. Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah,
So,
my friend.
like I tell people,
sorry, Ili Josiah has a copy. That's your gift. Thank you for updating the market. That's your gift.
let me put it this way. At the end of the day, pregnancy is not a disease and it does not just catch you. So it gives you 9 months information. Except the person has prepared for, you know how they say normal delivery here in Nigeria. You say, oh, when you're having a normal delivery, you've planned and you save the money, and then you get into the delivery room and they find out, God forbid, there's a complication and the person needs to have a cesarean session, which is more expensive, or there's a complication and the person needs help. It's a different thing. When such person calls you.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Sorry, you have a question, just for you to know.
Oh, okay.
You have a question.
You have a question, okay.
So, but you can,
I have a question, okay.
So
okay, I will check. I will check the question, no problem.
Go ahead. I want my
But what I was saying is, at the end of the day, when wait, I'm coming. The question is here. So what I'm saying is, number one is understand that the pregnancy did not just happen. So we tell couples, we have 3 children. We always try to plan. It's not as if we have all the monies in the world.
No.
Those that are close to us know that I make this statement all the time, that nobody died and left money for us. The only person that died was Jesus Christ. And what he left, you know, he said he was made a cause for us to be set free, and then he was made poor for us to be rich. So the richness is faith-based, and then you now bring it into reality. So we've worked, and what we keep telling ourselves, every season of our life, we plan and we save. So if there is need for, how do you say it now? There is need to get extra money to say, oh, we now had complications, there is need, fine. But if you just tell me, my wife is this, and you're just telling me now, it will be a problem for me, because I can't really help you. It's not headache that came, it's not a surgery that came suddenly or something. You must have saved something. 9 months. You didn't plan, you didn't prepare. That's why we keep telling couples, marriage is not just I love you, I love you. Go for marital education, go for marriage education, go for family education, go and learn. So that when you learn, they will tell you the truth and say, this is how you can plan. When we got married, we had to ask a lot of people. And one of our pastors then in church, in Daystar, we attend Daystar Christian Center in Lagos. One of the pastors there spoke to us and told us the best place to go to is to a general hospital. You have a lot of specialists there. And if you go to a general hospital, they will make some demands on you, including telling your husband to donate blood and things like that. Even if they don't use it, it becomes their property. But know that you will get the best there. Okay, if you can't get to general hospital because you feel the delays, a lot of people there, go to a hospital that you know has a good consultant, and he recommended one. And we went to the hospital, we asked questions. Oh, what's this hospital? How do you pay? What are the things? And they told us. And we used to, as a rule, they told us 2 days for antenatal. They said 1 day is on Tuesday, the second day is on Saturday. And we had agreed, this is a team. I didn't make myself pregnant. We got pregnant together. So we have to go together. So if you can't go on Saturday, we will go on Tuesdays. So we agreed we will be going on Tuesdays. And so after work, he will come from work, come early, and then we will go to the hospital together. Those days I used to miss because they have structure in the hospital where you come, you will have antenatal classes, they will talk to you about diet, talk to you about exercises, we even have people teaching you how to breathe and things like that. And so we were doing all of that, and we'll go together, go and see the doctor. Most times he will be the one complaining, and the doctor will say, my patient is not complaining, you are the one complaining. Say, no sir, it is me, because when you are not there, she will tell me my leg, my this, my that, and now she can't even remember that there's anything wrong with her. So I'm reminding her now, give your complaints, let the doctor advise, so that I don't get home and you start telling me my leg, my hand and everything. It used to be a funny session, you understand? But we did it together. And with our 3 children, my husband was present in the delivery room for all their births. Our son, the first 2 girls we had, they were normal delivery. The last one was CS, and we were outside the country. You know? So at the end of the day, we did it together and we saved. So when we needed to have the cesarean, we were prepared because we had saved. And then we also had insurance because we didn't do it here. We were living outside the country. And so we had insurance. So nothing took us by surprise. So I keep telling people, don't start all those excuses. Plan, save. Even if you need help, sometimes we need help. We've gone to people for help before. But when they ask us, what do you have? You are telling us you want this. Okay, what do you have? We will say, sir or ma, we've saved this amount. Can you help us with this? It will land well and better than when you say, I don't have anything. Let me give you Belen now. I beg.
So I want to encourage every man now that his wife is pregnant, or just walk into General Hospital, just walk in there and start the antenatal, or ask them how much is it for delivery. So in Nigeria, it's in the range of 20,000 or 15,000. So that means that divide that by 7 months. Okay, so 20,000, even if you say 30,000. Okay, by 7 months is about 4,002 per month. Do you put it in perspective? So what we're saying is 4,002 per month is some people's credit that you use on the phone. So we're saying that just plan. Most of our problems we do not plan. So what we're saying as couples, plan. Be very deliberate. Just ask the questions. Okay, ask the questions. Thank you.
Awesome. Over to you, man. You got a question from
Please
Queen Pedro.
ask the question, please. I can't find it.
Say, I started a small business.
Okay.
I make pap to sell, and most times I tried savings, but issues keep coming up, especially with my mom. How do I manage this and still save?
Okay, thank you so much. What we try to do is, one is when we started, my husband had his parents and I have mine, but we agreed that we have parents now. So his parents are my parents, mine are his, and so every month we used to plan for them as well, even when what we were earning was not so much. 2,000 is something. They can buy credit with it. So every month deliberately, we would send money to them. And we agreed from the get-go to say, if what your dad needs is a bicycle and what my dad needs is a car, I won't say because, you won't say because your dad needs a bicycle and my dad needs a car, you buy a car for both of them. No. You meet their need per time. And if they tell you on time, we save towards those needs. If they have needs, we save towards it. And so, like we said before, my husband is the fourth born of 5 children. I'm the firstborn of 8 children. So that means responsibilities. You understand? And what we've done over time, and we still do till date, is to ensure that we have money kept aside every month. Every month. We've been doing this for years. Every month, we send an allowance to our parents. Now his parents are late, so it's just to my parents now. So we send an allowance every month. We take something. So there's a percentage that goes to them every month because we are responsible. And then it's also the fact that you are blessed when you take care of your parents. There's a scripture in the Bible that says, when you honor your father and your mother, your days will be long. So we honor them by sending them. We don't, no pastor preached to us. So we knew that from scripture and we started doing that from the get-go. So we send them an allowance and we've increased it over time. 2 is, if there's a need, tell us, we will help. So every month there's an allowance we call, help, that is kept aside for help. And when it's done, when we are done with that money, it is done. And so you can't see us giving beggars money on the street, except we are truly led. Because we have people that are doing things out there that we support their ministry. Some widows, some vulnerable children, some taking care of people. And then we also used to do a food program where every month we used to support someone to cook food and just give out, to those that will need it or share things. So we do a lot, and we tell people things that we can't teach, Giving is God's way of you getting. When you give, you shall be given back much more in return. So we advocate giving by couples. And when it comes to giving to the things of God, we are big on it. We give to the things of God apart from paying our tithes. We give a lot. So when people say, oh, how are you blessed? We can tell you all the steps we follow. There's no abracadabra about our wealth, about how we've seen money. Also, we've not worked for government. We don't, you understand what I'm saying? So there's no strangeness about how we have made money. We will say, these are the things we did, and you can check from our account. Okay, these people are accountable and everything. You understand? So what are we saying? We've learned it over time. So for her, my sister, when you save money, you also help your parents. Because when our parents are getting old, for some, they have challenges with their health. They have so many things. If you have a steady source of income, make some available. And what we advocate is do health insurance for them, so that at least they can have, you pay once a year. Look for it. There are so many insurance companies.
No, yeah.
You know, health insurance companies pay, and then you will get them so that they can get the best care. For some people, they'll say, why will I pay for insurance when I'm not sick? No. The money you've paid is helping another person. The money you've paid will probably save your life tomorrow if something comes up that is an emergency. So you won't have to start looking for money, you know, to say, because you've paid for insurance already. So those are the things we advocate. So please have an extra business, have a source of income. Right now, we see the need why we say, except your business is doing very well with COVID, if both of you are entrepreneurs and your business have suffered, you will struggle financially now. But if one person is working and still earning, even if it's half salary, at least something is still coming in. And then you sit down and think of, what do we do to augment? There's so much to do. And with social media, you can always do things and put on your DP and say, oh, I'm selling this. You can sell recharge cards. You can do so much. And then for people that have properties that they are not using, you can do a garage sale or do sales and bring out things and say, I am selling, to get extra money that you will have to spend and help people.
So in addition to what my wife has said, few questions. The lady, if she can type, is she married?
She's married. I know the person.
Okay, so if she's married, what is she working with her husband together in their finance? If they are not, then I want to ask that they call a meeting. Just call a meeting, and it's just start from, okay, can we begin for the next 3 months? What is our income? What does our income look like? So I sell puff puff. I do stuff on the road. How much do you make? You put in 5,000 naira. What do you get back? You get 7,000 in a week, meaning you have about 2,000 naira. So don't eat your capital. That is not wise. That is foolishness. Don't eat your capital. Don't give your capital out. Your business will die. It's just a matter of time. So if you make 7,000, don't say you have 7,000, and I'm spending 7,000 naira. That's not wise.
Yeah.
So instead, be consistent. So the first week, you make 2,000. Keep 500, 20%. Open a savings account. Keep it, or look for a place you lock in your house. Okay. The next week, you make another 500. Don't forget, you have 5,000 naira. You made 2,000. Put back 1,000 into the business so you can grow your business. So your capital is not 5,000 again. It's now 6,000 naira. So then you keep aside 500. Then you circle it again. By the 4th week, your capital will have grown from 5,000 naira to 9,000 naira, 1,000 every week. In 2 months, your capital will have grown. Please, your capital will have grown. Okay? Now, what do you do with the balance? Like my wife said, set out clear items for parents. Don't give your mommy a loan. Call your husband. Mommy needs XYZ. Okay? How do we help her? I'm saving 500. I have a balance of this amount. Very clear. How do we meet it? You put it on, write it down. Every business will go through up and downs, and downs. So don't run away from the market. Okay? But try to grow. Over time, add excellence to it. Add excellence to your business. Most importantly, pray about your business. The blessing of the Lord make rich and add no sorrow. So pray about it. Okay, that God will prosper the work of your hand. Psalm chapter 1. Psalm chapter 1 will be like a tree planted by the riverside. Your leaf will not wither.
Yeah.
Jeremiah 17. Oh God, you will be forever green. I think it's verse 11. You will be forever green, or verse 14. You will be forever green. You will not fear drought. So I'm saying your business can grow. Don't despise the day of small beginning.
Very true.
Don't. Please, one more thing. We want to beg every couple. One person should have a constant source of income.
Yeah.
The other person, a business person. Both of you, if both of you are salary earners, it's a disaster to happen in the future. It's a disaster. Because you'll be comfortable, you will not grow. No matter what they promote you to. Job is J-O-B, just above broke. No, okay, just over broke. J-O-B, thank you, thank you. So don't be proud that you are now executive in an office. If that's why we encourage couples, make sure you have a family business, please. Very important.
Or investment.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Investment or business. At the beginning, sorry, hey, is there a way we can stop the time, hold the time a little bit? We can hold the time.
Time flies when you're having fun.
That said, you did some things at home, and when you got back, you were, wow. Are you going to ask for your money back?
No, you see, it is not, that's the concept. Our money is our money.
Yeah.
My money is what?
Our money.
Yeah.
Your money. Awesome. But remember that the first time he came to your house, you gave him transport fare.
Oh, yes.
Tell us the truth.
Yes.
Did you collect your money back? Did you collect your money? Did you collect your money back?
No.
You collected it back in another way. Tell us the truth. Tell us the truth.
I agree. She gave me transport, I respect that. I went to Benin City to meet this fine babe. People can see your face. They can see your face. I went to see this fine babe, and she paid for my transport. I'm grateful.
Thank you.
I'm grateful. I'm grateful.
But you asked now. She didn't pay. You asked her.
No. I paid. He would have not been able to ask you. Imagine you coming to toast a girl and you are going home without transport fare. I sensed it. I discerned I didn't have transport fare. Before I would become conductor on the way to Akure.
I prayed for God with touch her heart. I prayed that God would touch her heart.
Mom, so you sense that when he keeps repeating statements and when he keeps dragging his feet, you know that there must be some wrong. So yeah, God bless you. Thank you for that opportunity. We're going to continue to use family and finance again next week because we still have a lot to share. Yeah. We still have a lot to talk about. Now, you talk the aspect of good Samaritan in family.
Yeah.
What can you say? Because the Bible talks about good Samaritans, but we only have few. So what can you say about good Samaritans in family?
Okay. You want to say something?
You know, there's this guy called Shino Peters. He sang one song, which means once you have money, people
spend it.
Do you understand? We spend it. Once the money develop wings and fly, people will start doing a lot of things. Okay. So what advice can you give to families that are experiencing such?
Okay. What we tell people is live by your values. Yeah. And one of our values is service. You know, so when you are a service person, you must give of your time, give of your money, give of all that you have. And so we do it together. So we have to help anybody. We do it together. We help. Yes, sometimes I can help people I know in my space. But then because of the way we structured our finances is we have a common bucket and we have our personal. So when I get my allowance or he gets his allowance and he decides to spend his allowance on any person that is asking for help, that is his own business, so to speak. I have mine. So we tell people, live by your values. And we are big on giving because the Bible is clear. you must be a giver. You must give. Jesus was a giver. You know, he gave. When people came around him, he fed them. Even when the disciples would say, oh, there's no food, it's not enough, we must give. 2 days ago, my daughter was talking to me and said, I love how you do this. People will come work in our house and I'll make food. I had a program 2 days ago and somebody came to do some work in the house and I was like, come and eat. And I was not just saying it, it's normal. I learned it from my parents. And I said, will you want to eat? I said, there's no meat, but do you mind if I boil egg in the stew? He said, no problem. I went to boil the egg, boiled two eggs and put it in the food and got a bowl, put it. I said, should I put the stew together with your rice? He said, yes, because I wanted to separate it and put it nicely, pack it and put in the pack for him. So my daughter said, Mommy, I like the way you do these things. Every time people come, you don't let them go like that. You always give things. It's so kind of you. And I remember what Grandma did. And she said, oh, one time you traveled, we all traveled to Benin. And the driver of the bus that took us, Grandma came out and said, do you mind eating? Come in. And the guy was like, this food will be better than restaurant food. Let me come and eat. And we didn't know the driver from Adam. But he took us all the way from Lagos to my parents' house. And so we sat down and he ate with us. So what are we saying? Hospitality is key. Abraham served and was so hospitable that he ministered to angels without knowing. And that was how his blessings came. Because what did they not say? By this time you will have a child, because he was hospitable. So when women, you come to some people's house, they can't even offer you water. They can't offer you anything. We don't do that in my house. It's a culture to serve and to give. And we're teaching our children so that they too will learn to give. So it's very key you give. But then the extreme is please, is love your neighbor as you love yourself. You don't give to the point where you give everything and your people at home will not have to eat. Or you give all your money and then nobody has. We don't do that. It's like being a do-gooder outside that is not a do-gooder inside. We caution men. Don't spread and they'll say, about low you are outside. And your family cannot enjoy that low that they are seeing. They can't enjoy that money. And the same thing with some women. You buy all their shoibis, you buy everything. And people don't have food to eat at home. And because you want to prove a point. We don't prove any point. We live our level per time and we give.
So in addition to that, you asked, what do you do as the Good Samaritan? So don't forget, that Good Samaritan was somebody who was going on a business meeting.
And helped.
He just came across this guy. Before that, a Levite passed, a priest passed, people that supposedly had, pastor, prophet, elder in church passed and ignored the guy. The Good Samaritan took this guy to a hotel in and told the people, I don't have money, but I have good name, which is character. I have good name. I am coming back.
So he actually put money down.
He deposited.
Yeah,
and he said, I'm coming back.
More.
If you spend more, please, I'm coming back, which is a good name.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm coming back. Take care of this guy. When I come back, whatever extra, make him well, meaning he valued the human life.
Yeah.
So what we are asking, please, as a couple, I know we do it together, value the human life. And help. As much as you can.
Yeah.
As much as you can. Listen, as a matter of principle, we try not to borrow money to people.
Yeah.
So instead, we help to the level we can. Somebody is looking for 5,000 naira. We might not have 5,000 naira. We give, okay, we have 300, 400, 1,000. We say, okay, this is our own contribution to help you. Okay? You don't want to borrow and the guy is now running away from you. Relationships are stronger and better than money itself. So for us, it's important. It's important. That's our comment.
Awesome. Thank you so much. 59 minutes, 14 seconds. Thank you so much. We've come to the end of today's edition of Wildlife, My Jesus Christ Story. I actually have some questions I prepared, but to God, I didn't touch one out of those questions. I didn't touch one because I'm already seeing 26 seconds remaining. Thank you so much for this wonderful edition again. I'm so grateful. Like I said to you, every of our programs will be sponsored for good 8 months. That's what we the values we place on these things from the beginning. Thank you.